Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today we are going to be doing another anime review. Today it's going to be on Yu-Yu-Hakusho, one of the best anime I've seen. It was one of my favorites back in junior high. I mean, I was watching DBZ back then too, so it was kind of competing, but it was keeping up pretty well. Uh, Now, before I say too much about this, I just want to say spoiler alert. If you haven't watched every single episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, you're going to want to do that before watching this video, because there are going to be spoilers, and quite a lot of them. So, yeah. That being said, if you have watched every single episode, uh, then let's get started. Okay, so Yu Yu Hakusho is a very interesting anime. It has a really weird start, something that you don't really see in any other anime. It's unique. Very first episode, about 3 seconds in, yeah, like 3 seconds, like the credits have just finished, the opening credits have just finished, main character's dead. Yep. They kill off the main character within 3 seconds. Kind of an odd twist. Now he comes back, of course. I mean, you can't just kill off the main character for good in the first 3 seconds of the show. You have no show. But basically, he's a ghost, and he's trying to get back. He tries to get back into his body because he finds out there's a way to do it, and he goes through all these trials to have that happen. But before all that, you get a nice, kind of sad funeral where he realizes that people actually care about him because Yusuke, the main character, the one who got killed, he never really felt that anyone cared about him in his life. He kind of felt useless, that everyone hated him, and it was a real shock to him to see just how much people cared. He was surprised to even see his own mother was sad. Kind of sad that he thought that, but yeah. So he goes through the trials. He eventually comes back, uh, and then he becomes a spirit detective where he hunts evil demons that are attacking people. So that's kind of cool. He goes on all these cases, and basically he just grows more and more powerful. One character that you see initially, even through the spirit trials and at the funeral, is his old rival Kuwabara. Now, Kuwabara is an interesting one. Um, Basically, before this all started, him and Yusuke used to fight every single day. And by him and Yusuke fought, I meant Yusuke would kick his ass every day after being challenged. Yeah, Kuwabara would walk up to him and challenge Yusuke to a fight, and then Yusuke would kick his ass. Yeah, so that's kind of how that happened. And then it turns out he has unbelievably high spirit awareness. So Yusuke used him a lot during the spirit trials to uh, communicate with people. So once he finally did get back into his body, uh, those two started getting closer, and well, Yusuke went on a case to a very important case because a couple of demons, well, three demons had stolen three artifacts. First one Yusuke took out, he was kind of not important. Kind of a tough one, but not really. Yusuke managed, he tricked him. It was pretty cool. Anyways, the other two became very important. Kurama and Hiei. Hiei, he had to fight, but Kurama wasn't such a bad guy. He actually, they worked together. So Yusuke actually kind of helped Kurama, and they got it back that way. So they got it back, and all was good. Then they went after. Then Yusuke and Kuwabara went to try and get training from Genkai, who was passing on her abilities before she died. Kuwabara didn't actually go there for that reason. Yusuke was a mission. They went through a tournament, and Yusuke won, of course. Uh, Kuwabara did pretty good, though. You really got to see them build their friendship a bit. Then Yusuke got really strong from the training. Kuwabara practiced on his own and got a lot stronger. And then they teamed up with Hiei and Kurama to go take down these four Saint Beasts, which they did. You got to see just how strong. You got to see a glimpse of how strong Kurama was, as well as see how much stronger Hiei had gotten, which was pretty cool to see. Then, after they got done taking those guys down, Uh, they go on another mission to try and save this ice apparition Yukina from a couple of bandits. Uh, yeah, these guys, really rich guys who were kidnapping her. Turns out Yukina was actually Hiei's sister, something Kuwabara never figures out, which is kind of sad. He missed that part. Yeah, he ran off before the end. Everyone else knew except for Kuwabara, which is interesting. So, anyways, that whole thing happens, and Kuwabara's like in love with her at first sight. He never met. He just saw her on the video and was in love. And they end up rescuing her after taking down a bunch of demons. And turns out that the main demons that were stopping them through the fight, and those guys were the Taguro brothers, and then they challenged them to a whole another big tournament thing, and they had to go take down the the Dark Tournament. So they took care of that, and it's pretty good. Uh, Seeing that whole fight, it all came down to Yusuke versus Taguro in the end. A lot going on there. Yusuke inevitably won narrowly. Then a former spirit detective jumps on the case, turns against the world, and tries to. He basically tries to bring everything to. It's hard to say this, keep it clean, but basically, he's destroying everything. He's creating a big tunnel from the human world to demon world, and they have to stop it. And there's a big rivalry. Yusuke gains some new demon powers, takes him down. Then Yusuke has to go figure out what to do with the demon powers, and that whole thing gets complicated there, and eventually they end up doing another big tournament. So, really, that's the story in a nutshell, but there's more to it than just all that. I mean, really, it's the story of Yusuke growing. He goes from just this immature punk kid to, a man, accepting. It's hard to explain it, but he grows into a man. He has he gets what he wants in life. He figures things out. That's really what it is about him growing up and figuring things out. The whole thing with him and Keiko is pretty good too. His girlfriend, that's pretty cute, kind of serious. I liked it. Um, yeah, there's a ton of good things to it. Just a really really great anime. Overall, one of the best ones I've ever seen. There's just so much to say. Anyways, don't want to make this video too long. So, if there's anything you would like me to include, or anything really, just feel free to leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I may eventually do a video on whatever you suggest. So, yeah, let me know. Anyways, like the video, subscribe to my channel. But anyways, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.